The person trying to figure out why this is happening, or why, oh my God, why did I do that, right? It's a waste of time, because energy is spontaneous, and the person is energy appearing as a person. So there's really nothing going on, because the person is energy appearing as a person. There's really nothing going on. And because energy is very spontaneous, it's pointless for the person to worry about why things are happening the way they're happening. You see, there's no doer, or, there's no like hierarchy, soul, spirit, higher self controlling the person. The person is just energy. So there's no control here of what's already happening for the person. And the person can't get out of what's already happening. The person is going to be its true authentic self. So it's pointless for the person to worry about, why is this happening? Or why did this person do this and that? That person has an ego problem. That person has an ego problem, right? There is no ego. Those are all concepts. Soul, higher self, fucking God, right? It's all concepts. The person feeling like it has to reach certain levels in order to, feel complete. The person is already complete, because the person is energy appearing as a person. And energy is wholeness. Energy is oneness. There is no ending. There's no beginning. It's just boundless energy. So it's ridiculous for the person to seek out anything, because you can't seek out what's already appearing to happen. So it would just be the person appearing to seek out. That's exactly what it would appear as. It's like a fucking loophole, really. It's getting nowhere. It gets nowhere. The person being the seeker gets nowhere, because it's the person appearing to be a seeker. The person will never get out of what's already appearing to happen. And you are not the person. It's the unknown pretending to be objects and form. It's the unknown. If you want to call it energy, you can call it energy. You can call it asshole. You can call it fucker. You can call it fart. You can call it anything, because at the end of the day, energy is just a label. God is just a label. If you want to call it God, call it God. Doesn't matter. There's no rules here at the end of the day. Why is there no rules? Because there's nothing really going on, because there's nothing here. It's energy pretending to be everything, but yet nothing, because there's nothing here. And it's okay if the person wants to play in the concepts, the stories. It's okay for the person to want to play in all that. There's no right or wrong here. This is just a suggestion. This is just an expression. This isn't a teaching. I'm not trying to teach anyone, because how can you teach what's not here? How can you teach wholeness, right? There's no giving and receiving. It may feel like there's a person here and a person over there, but no, it's wholeness. It's oneness. There's no separation here whatsoever. So really, this message is going nowhere. There's no giving and receiving here. So this isn't a teaching. This is just an expression. And the person will never understand this. I have people questioning me all the time about this, and it's only understood when it's understood, when it appears to be understood. Like I said, the person is spontaneous, so it's always what's appearing for the person. The person doesn't even know what's going to appear. This isn't knowledge, this isn't wisdom, right? This isn't a wisdom understanding, this isn't a knowledge understanding, this is an energetic understanding. And the person will understand when it appears to be understood. It's pointless to overanalyze, for the person to overanalyze what I'm expressing. And there is no I'm, but, you know, I'm trying to explain this the best way I can. There's no going back and forth here, because really this is wholeness, this is oneness, and it's an energetic knowing. Not even an energetic knowing, because it's not a knowing, it's an energetic understanding. It's an energetic realization. The person will just give themselves a headache trying to understand this. This message is, I'm not giving this message for the person to understand. This is just an expression, a suggestion, because the person will never understand. It's really hot in my car, but it's a really good day today because the sun's out, and the sun hasn't come out in a while, you know, so the sun appears to be out, right? Everything is a mirage. It's a paradox. So for someone to sit, well, for the person to sit and say, you know, that's their ego talking, that's, you know, there is no ego. There is no separation. Everything is energy appearing as something. It's the person appearing to believe the story, the dream, that there's an ego and there's a soul and there's a hierarchy and yada, yada, yada. It's the story. It's the dream. You know? The person comes up with all these concepts through the conditioned mind. And the conditioned mind has its own entity, just like the person does. But it's all wholeness. There is no separation. You know, each character has its own personality, but it's all oneness. At the, you know, it's all oneness. And there's really nothing going on. It's just appearances. It's all appearances.